We're going live. Okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining. We are finally live. We had a little issue with the fact that Facebook automatically put these lives on private. It's a session. Uh, it's the way it is. So welcome to this live as we are um, preparing the setting in just a couple of seconds. We'll be completely focusing on you on this live. So welcome in any now. You may in any moment in time you may join. It's now. All right. So we are ready. We are there. You go. So we are ready to go. Greeting everyone, and thank you for joining in. So tonight we would like to address your current situation, your political affairs. So many of you are identifying yourself as belonging to the idea of the United States of America. But order between you are not. However, the political situation that is happening in your United States of America is impacting all of you without any exception. You are all implicated in what is happening in the United States of America. You have decided in your reality to have the United States of America, what you perceive as United States of America, as your main power, the main country, the country that detains the power, the supreme power of military. Therefore, this power has a influence over all of you, and well, that influence is what you decide to allow to enter into your consciousness, into your reality. But by doing that, you are part of it, and it doesn't matter whether you are identifying yourself as being in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Papuasia, New Guinea, uh, Marshall Island, Maldives, South Africa. All of you are impacted and are participating into all of this. The result, so let's start with election day, November. There were no elections, meaning physically there were no elections. However, in the sense that you give to the election, meaning physically organized elections with places where people go to cast their votes. Hmm? Those places are non-existent in themselves. People pictures themselves, create themselves as voting. But that's all. That's all of the election that they are witnessing. Outside of that, the witnessing of going and casting one's vote, there is no election in the sense of this vast organization with voting places all over the country. Why? Because there is no country. There is no country existing outside of you. You create your reality, and that's all. You don't create the country. Do we have to go over that again? You create your reality. Your reality. Your world. Your world is your reality. It's what is around you. And what is around you, it's all. There is nothing beyond what is around you in your world. So there is no world, earth, as you perceive it or as you believe it to be. So there are no United States, except there is a belief system, there is an idea of United States of America. That is only an idea, attracted concept. So there are no elections in the physical reality as you believe it to exist. So what you have as results of the election, it's not the result of every single one of the American people voting, because there is no physical existence of that. So each one of you pictured yourself voting. And that's all of the experience of the election that each one of you has had in the physical. But each one of you had that experience separately of everyone else, because your reality is your own reality and not the reality of anyone else. Even though in the physical idea of a place called place where you vote, many beings can go and vote in the same place. However, they each one have their own perspective, which means each one creates their own reality, their own world, so that they are not on the same earth, even though they go in the same place. And this is always true for anything on your reality. It exists only because you are creating it in that moment, and you are creating it from your own perspective, and all the people are joining you in that same place, but they are joining you from their own perspective. So you will see them from your perspective, but they are going to see you from their own perspective. So your words remain separated. So, what about the results of the election? The results of the election is attracted, a attracted reality. There are numbers that you attract. Were there what was it? 82 millions, something like that. Were there 82 millions people voting for Biden? No. Were there 75 million people voting for Trump? No. But you attract a result. It's what you attracted. And so on the base of what you attracted, you have your results that you are sharing collectively. Why? Because the results is the collective deciding all together the results that you will attract. Let us repeat this and listen carefully. The idea of the election is created. So you have a election. However, the election is not unfolding in the physical world because there is no physical world, right? You do not exist as a external world in the physical world because it doesn't exist. You create your world from the inside. There is nothing outside of you. Therefore, the election is something that you attract. And that election is created in, let's say, what you could identify as your global consciousness, where you all participate. And you all participate in this global consciousness. Therefore, the result of the election is what you globally together decide it to be. And as United States of America is the identification of the power of the conglomeration of power on your earth, you all of you, no matter where you identify yourself as being, you all participate in it. But your participation in it, it's not what is reflected in the numbers. The numbers is whatever. It could be 2-1, could be 3-2, or 2 or 5-4, or whatever. It's 82 million to 75 millions, right? It's based on your belief system, and you attract those numbers. And they cannot be any different because, as Max is pointing out, there are 350 million people that are supposed to be living in the United States, of 400 million, of something like that. Therefore, you need to have millions of people voting, and you have to attract a result with millions of people having voted, or it wouldn't be any, it wouldn't be believable from any of you, right? So that's how you create your election, and that's how you attract the results of the elections. You picture yourself voting, however, there is no election, and the results is attracted as there is a collective decision for the results. So there is one being that is elected, and the other one, well, goes away. Okay, one becomes your new president of the United States. This is how every election works, right? So that in reality, for your election in the United States, there cannot be no mistakes. There is no possibility of cheating the results. Or you will have attempts of cheating by some, or you can have those things. That's why some believe that they have proofs that there has been. And I mean, those that have proofs that there has been cheating, they have those proof because they believed before that there will be cheating, right? The proof that they found about cheating come from the fact that they believe that cheating will take place. So they create it. They create a reality with cheating. But as of the results, it's not possible to cheat. Biden won not because he received the most votes. Biden won because he was chosen by all of you, all of you, all of you. There is no exception. All of you, all together, you choose Biden. All of you. There is no polarization. There is no one against the other. Your global consciousness choose and choose Biden. There is no vote for the other side. Why? Because there is no other side. There is just one side. In the global consciousness, there is only one side. And that one side decides whole together because you are one. So there is no divisions. What is happening right now is you playing out a scenario where you have belief system, where you have whatever you have, separation, you have people believing contradicting things, polarity, and all of the things that are playing out so that you must have opposing sides. That's how you decide to play the game. That's how you have it happening. But as of the decision, it's even not closer. It cannot be. The decision is always decided unanimously because you are one. So you cannot have what you perceive to be separation. Yes, 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 yes. You voted for Trump. Oh, great. Who cares? No one cares. In your global consciousness, you voted Biden. In your physical expression, your fractal voted Trump. But you see, no one cares because you voted Biden. That's the reality of your vote. But in the fractal, in the physical, you voted Trump. There is no separation. There is no duality. There is no one against the other, except in your game, because you are still living in a illusion of separation, and you are creating experiences for yourself and for everyone that is co-creating with you. The results of your elections. So then you attract the numbers. The number is 82 million to 75 million. Great, fantastic, compliments. Who cares? And why do we say that? Because it doesn't matter. You choose Biden, Biden will be your new president of the United States of America, chosen by all of you, all Americans and the rest of the world. But there is no America against the rest of the world. There is just all of you together. Again, you choose Biden all together. There is no us against them. All together. And it doesn't matter for whom you have in your memory that you voted for, because Biden is the one that has been your elected one globally. Again, we repeat it so that you may maybe start to understand that it doesn't matter for whom you believe you voted in the physical world, because you voted all together for Biden. Yes, for Biden. And it doesn't matter whether you picture yourself voting or not voting, because that is laughable from the point of view of, oh, I don't want to vote because I don't want to participate. You are participating into it. All of you, with no exception. Then it's your choice whether you picture yourself voting or not voting. That's the physical action. Who cares about the physical action? Because the decision is global and is made in your global consciousness, where you are one, all together. So cheating is not possible. However, you can picture yourself, or you can create the situation where cheating happens. And then you say, oh, there are proofs of cheating. Oh, this and that, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? It's not possible to have a result that is not resulting from your global choice. And that global choice can go any way, right? Trump could have won if it had been the choice of your global consciousness. But in this attracted reality, in this timeline, you choose Biden. Now, we are aware that there are many people that are perceived as opposing this result and believing in the fact that cheating has taken place and that the rightful winner is Trump. But no. Again, no. In this reality, you choose altogether Biden as your new president. Why? Because that's what represents where you are in this moment. Therefore, Biden was chosen. In 2016, when Trump won, that's where you were standing. In that idea of Trump. Trump is not a surprise. What has happened these 4 years is exactly what you voted for in 2016. You choose to have this being, Trump, for 4 years in your White House as the president of the United States. You globally choose that. Why? Change. You wanted change. And you have had it, right? A huge amount of change. And 4 years later, in 2020, you found yourself in a completely different situation where Trump is no longer representing what is needed in your reality right now. But in doing that, again, change is in the air. So the behavior that is happening right now in your situation with this insurrection is part of the change. Trump keeps being an agent of change, and he can't help himself in doing so. But you have to be very clear about the fact that that has happened, this insurrection, is not coming from nowhere, or that it was not expected, or or that they just decided on the spot, oh, let's go to Capitol Hill and invade and take down the Republic. No, 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 no. The structure of your reality is that what happens in the physical world already happened in the non-physical. So it's attracted. So you are attracting this reality. You are attracting this that has happened. So it's no surprise. It's not, how do you say it? Something that shouldn't have happened. Let's say it this way. No, it has been decided that that was going to happen as an attraction because you attracted that reality. So there is no so let's us. Oh, hello, Glenda. Hello, Karen. Welcome. So all that is unfolding there is change, because after these events in your reality, it will never be the same. So this is the symbolic of Donald Trump, change. And for whatever reason you have decided it in your reality, you need to be thrown against the wall so that some change can happen. That's why you have COVID. That's why you have Trump. That's why you have these agents of change that create such havoc over you that you are put in a position where you have to let change happen. Right? And so Trump came in, behaved in ways that you had never seen before. So terrible. But now you see that you don't want that. Now you see that the system is not working in the way you thought it should have been working, because you have just this being coming in, behaving in a certain way, and no one stops him. There is this being coming in, behaving in that way, and other people are scared of him. This being has absolutely no power over nothing. Trump has had never, 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 ever, ever, ever power. Absolutely nothing. No power at all. However, you were all scared of him. All these beings there licking his feet because they thought, oh, how powerful you are. And he's not. But they were scared of him. And they are still, some of them are still scared. However, now is going differently. But we come to that in a little while. And this being comes in and has this perception of power that he doesn't have, and everyone is licking his feet, doing nothing to stop him, where it would have been very easy to stop it. Very easy to stop that being. They didn't dare. They allowed this being to keep behaving in that way. Why? Well, we could give many reasons for that, but change was happening, and that's how change has decided to happen. So they couldn't stop him because they were not able to do it. They couldn't stop him because they didn't have the intelligence of stopping him, or they didn't care. They wanted power, and they thought that this being had power, and that by supporting this being, letting them be this being doing what this being was doing, it will give them power. Now they are all running away from him because he has become toxic. But you see, the idea was that this could never happen. That if this kind of behavior was there, the system would intervene and stop this being. But the system didn't do that. The system allowed this being to keep behaving in that way, so the system doesn't work. But this is also what is highlighted by these 4 years and what is happening right now, and that is that you do not need a structure of power as you have right now. Do you need to have a government that detains power? No. You need administration. You need a central administration that can oversee what can be public constructions, streets, hospitals, this kind of services that you need still, but this doesn't need to imply power. Because when you put power outside of you, power is abuse. And this is exactly what Donald Trump came in to do: abuse power. So abuse all of you. And abuse he did. And as you believe that you have to give away your power to these kind of figures, you did it and you were not able to take it back. You didn't know how to take it back because you thought that you were supposed to do so. You were that you had to do it, that you cannot do any way else, right? You have to have a king, an emperor. You think that your revolution in the United States of America put away the king? How no? You just changed the name with president, but you still have a king. And Donald Trump demonstrated that. You didn't create a new system. You kept the old system and just changed the name because you are that stupid. You are that blind. You are not watching. You are not looking. You are not listening. You only changed the name, but you are still living in a kingdom. Oh, yes, with democracy, if you want to call it democracy. But it's a good idea, and it's better than the idea of slavery, isn't it? Except that you are still behaving like slaves because you are what? Living in a system that is using you for what? For making money, because there you are there for that, to have some elites making money, whilst you have in the United States to have 2, 3, 4 jobs in order to be able not to arrive to the end of the month because you have not enough money, because the salary, the wages that you receive for a job that you are doing are not enough, where they could pay you better because they can, but they don't want to. And to be fair, is that you don't think that you have the worth to receive more money. You have no worth. This is the idea right now of the United States of America, is that the people of America, most of them, the vast majority, perceive themselves as unworthy, lackful. And in that, that's the reality they are attracting, the reality where they don't have enough. They lack. And in that, there is a lot of many other things that are intervening in the way you learn, the way you receive the perception of yourself. You are made lackful, you are made not worthy, unworthy, because that's where everyone wants you to be so that they can have power over you, right? But as we always say, no one can do anything to you that you do not allow to happen. So you are not a victim of the system, you are part of the system, because you create the system. As your reality is your reality, and you create your reality. So you create yourself in that reality where this is the paradigm, right? However, even though you live in such a reality where those things are the paradigm that you are creating for yourself, you are not binded by it. You can live that perception of yourself anytime, any moment, by choice, by choosing not to be lackful, by choosing not to be unworthy, by choosing to be worthy, by choosing to be wealthy, to be all there is, to be I am. And it's a choice, my dear friends. It's a choice. You can make that choice anytime, any moment you want. It's always a choice. So, your situation right now is a situation of what? Of change. You take all of this lack, you take all of this unworthy, you take all of this that is unfolding right now, and you can see that what is happening is you, wherever you are in the world, finally facing your unworthiness, facing your lack, facing it. Because if this is allowed to happen, it's because you are lackful, because you are unworthy. And now you can see it. And so now, what do you choose to do with your unworthiness? What do you choose to do with your lack? You choose to let it go. right? You choose to accept your unworthiness. You choose to accept your lack. You choose to accept all of this because all of this you have been. You choose to accept it and to transmute it. You don't have to fight against it. Why fight it? You have loved this. You have loved your lackness, your lack. You have loved your unworthiness. You loved it. You were addicted to it. You keep saying, I have not enough money. Oh, I can't buy it. It's too expensive. Oh, right? You keep saying these things in many, many, many ways. And as long as you keep saying these things, they are true for you. And they keep happening. Why? Because you are lackful. But the moment you choose to say, oh, all right, I'm not lackful. I'm worthy. I'm worthy of the beauty of me. I'm worthy of every wonderful things that happen to me. I'm worthy of that. Then you choose differently. And it's very simple. You think it's difficult, but you are addicted to your lack and to your unworthiness. You are addicted to it. You're addicted to go to people that make you feel crap, aren't you? Why do you keep having those connections with people that are making you feel crap? Why? You have really a very easy way to get out of it just by not seeing those people, but you keep seeing them. Your parents, your brothers, sisters, your whatever, they make you feel crap and you keep seeing them. Why? You are addicted. You want to feel like crap, don't you? You love it so that you can be a victim, so that you can cry about it, so that you can feel so little. But you choose it. And it's very easy not to choose it. Bye. It's easy. You think it's difficult. You make it difficult. Because you have a belief system that says, so if you do that, they will never talk to you ever again. Oh, you are bad by doing that. You are bad by feeling that they are doing bad things to you. You see, because you that maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, maybe sometime they will accept me and they will give me something good, a good word finally in all of my life. They never give me a good word, but maybe next time. And next time the good word will not come, and then what you are going to say? Oh, maybe next time. No, you see that next time, but next time never come, and it will never come, and will never come, and you will stay always in that paradigm, in that shit that you have created for yourself, so that you can suffer. And you come to believe that that is happiness. No, no, no. It's very easy to let go of that. It's very easy to decide, stop, goodbye. I hate you. You have been bad to me. You have been awful to me. Goodbye. Be that hate. Allow that hate. Because you are feeling it. Why repressing it? Don't repress. You keep repressing, and it goes nowhere. You keep suffering, but you created suffering. You create it. You choose that suffering. So as you choose so easily that suffering, you can choose not to suffer. It's as easy. And it's a choice. Very easily done. So this is where you are coming all together, to the realization of your suffering being your creation. Your unworthiness, your lack is your creation. So you can choose not to create it, to let go of that. And in the idea of of this being coming in, becoming the president of the United States, behaving in that queer way, that awful, but it's your interpretation, right? It's the way you saw it, it's the way you interpreted it, so that you can choose now that that's not what you want for yourself. That's not what you want in your reality to be true. You want another truth. And your new truth that is coming, that is where you are going now, it's a truth of unity, a truth of the one, your global consciousness. But it's not just your global consciousness, because that is what you create as part of Earth, right? But you have your own reality, so you have your own unity, your unity that you have with yourself, with your global self. Hmm? Some call it soul. The soul is created, it's a concept that you have created, right? There is no soul. There is your unity, your global self, hmm? Where all of yourselves and all of your incarnations exist together vibrationally. And the focus determines which personality it is, right? So at that level, there is unity. But also in your level, there is unity. You are not separated. You are not one against the other. You are not fighting each other. You are having experiences of believing that that is what is happening, but it's not really happening. You cannot be separated, and you cannot be one against the other, because you are one. Doesn't matter where you position yourself in the consciousness of the being, right? Dimensions, etc., etc. You are always one. All of your lives, it's you. All of your incarnations, it's you, from the creator's point of view. So you are right here, right now, the one, the expression of the one. So your unity is the realization that is coming upon you, unfolding. It's happening, right? The awareness of being all connected, of being all together, so that you are not playing a game of one against the other. You are all here together. So your election represented this change, the change of unity coming to you. What has happened then with now the second election? So the moment that everything has really changed. So January 6th, hmm, after Biden won the election. So you know now that your global consciousness choose to go in that direction. So to have a reality with Biden as president of the United States of America. Then there was another thing that needed to be clarified, and that is how much of a reality power was given to the change. So, and that was decided on January 6th, when the Democrats won the majority in the Senate of the United States of America. There too, the decision was a global decision, and it was decided by all of you that this is the reality we are choosing. This is the timeline that we're choosing. And in this timeline, the Democrats have the control of the Senate of the United States of America. And the shift happened. So the decision, the shift that you had happened just there. The moment was the moment the results was announced. That's the moment where the structure of power on your earth, in your reality, changed. From now on, this is the new power. This is where you are going right now. This is what Bashar, Bashar meant when he said that it was needed that as many as you, the most big number possible of you, had to go to vote. The decision had to be perceived to be strong, with many expressing themselves, which happened. So you are in this now timeline. And this timeline will bring change. You choose the higher possible timeline of change for yourself right now. And you will see now that what is unfolding is that this structure will gain momentum, strength, because this is what you prefer. Oh, you'll have still struggles. You haven't now landed in a no problem reality. Of course, you're humans. You will have problems. You live to create your problems. Experiences, right? That's what this is, experiences. You need your experiences, so you will keep creating your experiences. So every one of you will have the choice, and in your choice, you will create your own reality based on that. And so you will still and keep having people seeing things in a certain way. Now, what we wanted to address is also the reaction, right? You have seen this invasion of Capitol Hill. You have seen violences, and you will still have new violences unfolding for some of you. Yes. So what is that? Why is there violence? Why is it that some of you are unable to accept the result? Donald Trump has created what could be a cult, right? It's a cult. And in that, there are beings that were perceiving in this the accomplishment of their desires. Mm-hmm. They are coming from pain, from lack, from a lot of lack, a lot of unworthiness, a lot of things, and they are living in a reality where they need to blame someone, so they choose to blame the power. And when Donald Trump came in, they saw in him like a father figure, right? Like a savior. Someone that was coming in and putting everything better for them, right? Except that it didn't happen, but for them it happened. So in their reality, they see this in that way. So the fact that now Donald Trump has lost, it's their castle of lies that is crumbling, totally destroyed. So they cannot accept this reality. They are in denial of this reality. They keep saying that Trump won, right? because they need to believe that they were perceiving as the savior cannot go away. What for tomorrow if Trump is not there? What is going to save me if Trump is not there, right? This is how they feel. They feel that this is taken away from them, and they are scared. They are lost. Their fatherly figure, their king, is lost. It's going away. So their reality is being destroyed. And they are trying in every way they can to hold on it, right? They cannot let go of that. They cannot let go of Trump. And this goes into violence for many reasons that each one of these beings can have. Eventually, they all have to let go of it, right? This is the timeline. This is your reality now. And each one of them exists in this reality with their point of view, I mean, with their belief system, and they will keep going with this, even if they will hold the belief that it was unjustly done, right? It's their belief. But the reality is this one. And with the destruction of their beliefs, all the beliefs will be destroyed. They will fall. So that from that, something new can be built. So that you are seeing right now from these beings, it's not what will remain of them. They will take a new direction in their beliefs, because they are seeing that this belief is getting nowhere. Oh, they'll have a lot of pain. They come from lack and unworthiness. And they're holding, and what they are holding on, it's that. The symbolic of Trump for them is their unworthiness, their lack. And they are addicted to it, so they are holding to that. Right? They are addicted. You are taking away from them their addiction. Well, in reality, they are taking it away from themselves because they choose, like you, this reality for themselves. Right? So now they are unfolding in this, and they are discovering something else so that they can have a new experience and they can face their addiction. Trump is an addiction. It's their drug. Like you with your family, like you with your friends, like you with whatever you are holding, which is your way to hold on your drug, on your addiction. Until you decide to let go, until you decide goodbye. Doesn't mean that when you say goodbye to your family, doesn't mean that you will never see them ever again, right? It means that that version of your family, you don't want them. That version of your parents, you don't want them. You say goodbye to that. And if you want to have and you will say, if you want to have a relationship with me, you have to change, or I have to change the version of you that I'm attracting, right? I have to allow the space for you to show me another personality that is a personality that respects me. And in the end, it's me respecting myself and refusing to be treated like shit by people that are supposed to hold me high, but that in reality are hold me down. But it's always me doing that. And they are the agent that comes in and takes that role in my life. It's co-creation in the end of the day. Co-creation, these beings are coming in as co-creator with you, creating that reality. And as long as you keep them co-creating in that way, they will keep co-creating in that way. And right, and the moment you say stop, goodbye, I will not play that game anymore, you are not dismissing them. You are not saying adieu. You are saying that's not what I want. So that's something else better, generally, yeah, probably, certainly better, will come in and allow you to have a new relationship with people that you didn't know. It happened to Max. It happened. He experienced that. He let go. He said, stop, goodbye, many times. And finally, he let go of those ideas of holding those old stories, those old versions of parents and family, and allowing new versions of parents coming in. And suddenly he doesn't know his mother. His mother is a new mother, a mother he never knew before. He never met that woman before, ever. He didn't know his own mother. It was a new mother. Oh, with the same face, yes. Not the same person, not the same personality, not the same way of expressing, and not the same way of treating him. He chose change. He chose to allow the change, and the change happened. Not exceptional, not bright, not a genius, not whatever, average as all of you, the same as all of you. There is no one that is better than anyone else in your world. You are all the same, all equal, all equal. Oh yes, your lack and unworthiness creates differences in money, differences in in many ways, but that's what the experience that you are creating for yourself, that goes nowhere, that disappears anyway, because the reality is that you are all the same being, so there cannot be any differences between you, except the differences that you are creating yourself in order to have an experience of poverty, an experience of rape, an experience of motherhood, an experience of being happy, an experience of being sad, right? An experience of looking down to someone else or being looked up. Superiority, inferiority, an experience of being a slave, right? Oh, these things are all created by you. No one is doing anything to you. No one is raping you. You are the same being, for you are the same being. You gave your consent, but you don't know that you gave your consent, so you are experiencing it as being forced in having that experience, of being forced in that situation. But you are not, but you are experiencing that in that way, which is real to you, which is valid for you, the fractal. But from the point of view of creation, there is consent. 99% of what happens to you, you gave your consent without knowing it. because that's how it works. You are living in the experience of separation, but you are not separated, but you live that as real. So you don't know. So you live that as being forced, huh, with violence. But again, you are all one, so there is no separation. You are all the same being, literally and absolutely the same being. And you choose to have all the experiences that you can have. Then you assign good or bad because you are in polarity, but polarity is created. You are creating it. Your pain is real for you, right? No denial of it, except that it's created. You create it, not someone else for you, not someone else giving you pain. No one can give you pain. You are master your reality of all of it. This is where you are growing. This is what you are discovering. This is what you need now, to be aware of what you are, to be aware of your unity, so that you can finally grow in your unity all together, and your individuality doesn't disappear in the unity because you are already united. That's what you don't see. You are already united. You are already one. It's not something that you have to create. It's something that already is. You are one. So you are already one. You are already united. So let me ask you, in this unity, do you feel your personality? Do you feel your individuality? Yes, because you are individuality. You exist. I am. So don't fear unity, because you are already unity. You fear the wolf, the big wolf that is going to eat you. Well, the big wolf is you. So you can choose to fear yourself, or you can choose to accept yourself. And that's a fight that you're going to lose if you choose to fight, because you cannot fight yourself, right? And so it's like all those that are fighting against the results of the elections. It's a fight they're going to lose. Why? Because you cannot lose, you cannot fight against creation. They are refusing creation, they are fighting creation, but creation is creation. It is already created. You cannot change what is happening, because what is happening is already created. It's already known. You are not able to create you, the fractal. Creation happens in the non-physical. What is in the physical is created. You are created. So that this is what we can say about your current situation. It's going to unfold, but change is the main word. Change is what is your reality right now. You have invited change. You want to change. You remember, you want to change. How many of you have been complaining that you wanted it? Well, now it's there. New reality, new. Well, that's what you wanted, and you have it now, because you are going there in the new you. The new you, it's the same you, but from a new perspective, a perspective of unity. And the perspective of unity will lead you to the new expression of human. Homo sapiens is going to be Homo galacticus. right? The new version of human that you are going to be. A version of human that is aware of unity. A version of human that is aware of their light body, which you already have. You are light, but you are expressing it physically. Oh, Homo galacticus will also have a expression of physicality, but it's not your physicality, it's completely different. And they are light body mainly, so they don't express reality as you do. And don't try to imagine it, you are not able to imagine it. Right? You're not able. You register that? Good. So don't try. This that you are experiencing right now is leading you directly in that direction of Homo galacticus, the new expression of you. You call it ascension. Humans, Earth ascending, first dimension, and humans, to be able to stay on Earth, they need to adapt their vibration to the vibration of Earth. So ascension, ascending to the vibration that is the expression of the moment where you are. And in the moment that Homo galacticus will express itself, will know itself, because Homo galacticus is I am, which you are not, because you do not perceive the I am. You are lackful, remember, you are lackful. You are unworthy, and until you stay in unworthiness and lack, you will not be able to see I am. And this is shifting, this is changing. You are realizing your wealth, your worthiness. Huh? And this is a game, this is something that Maxwell is able to convey, he's able to teach, is able to talk about wealth, because he understands wealth. Not money, wealth. Money is the consequence of wealth. Money doesn't exist before wealth. You have to understand your wealth in order to be able to create money. Because money is just one component of wealth, one of many. Focusing on money like you do, it's only lack, because you don't have money. You are creating yourself without money, and so you see yourself as what? Failure, right? Because you see those that have so much money and you see yourself down here struggling, right? So it's failure, it's lack. Money for you is lack. So it's time to let go of the perception that money gives you value. So see? So Max can help you on that. Realizing this, your worth. Are you worthy? Of course you are, but you don't know it. Because if we ask you, right here, right now, if we ask you, what is your worth? Your answer, for the vast majority of you, will be an unworthy answer. You will express your unworthiness, your belief system, your way you see yourself. So, because you have no idea of I am, you have no idea of what you are. Hmm? And being awakened doesn't mean that you have that perspective of worthiness, right? Because you are still expressing lack and you don't see it. You think that you are expressing something different. You're not. You're not. You're still in your lack. You are still in your unworthiness because you're still validating your ego. And your ego is saying to you, yeah, you're doing great. You understand everything. No, you don't. You're holding that. It's your drug, and you are holding that. You're still not able to let go of it. But you believe you are doing it. Huh? You don't. So don't fear what is happening right now. And violence can be in there, yes. And moments very, very difficult. People dying, COVID is still happening, right? This is your reality right now. And this, all of this is change. Donald Trump is change. COVID is change. Then it's not needed anymore because you are you what you needed from that change, it's there and it's happening without the need of the being or of whatever that was implementing that change. So that change, the change is it's accepted by enough of you so that it becomes part of your global experience. Because you need, until you do not accept it in your global awareness, there are things that cannot be. There are beings around you that you cannot see. There are fae, there are unicorns, there are many, many beings like that, dragons, right? They are there around you, maybe side by side with you. They are there, you don't see them. Why don't you see them? Because you do not conceptualize their existence, and that until that existence doesn't enter in your global awareness, you cannot see them. Again, not because they are not there, because you are blinded by your lack, hmm? by your disbelief, so that it doesn't happen. There is no suppression of technology on your earth because that technology that is not there in your reality right now, you don't believe, right? You don't perceive it. You don't believe in that. There are technology out of this world that you say, but it's in this world, except that you do not believe that to be possible. So until you don't believe it possible, it's not there. So you recently, oh, we forgot to check. Hello. Oh yeah. How long has it been? Already. Okay. So until you don't accept, hi Roxanne, until you don't accept this technology as being part of your awareness, it doesn't come in your reality. But there are already this technology around you, yes, but they are not suppressed. You just don't believe, right? You don't believe them to be possible. So it's your belief system that determines what you see, what you experience. And until that is not accepted globally, it doesn't happen. That's why you don't have aliens or extraterrestrials walking around you, between you, because you don't believe that to be possible yet. That's why only some of you are contacted. consciously, obviously. Most of you are contacted, you have hybrid children, you have the experience of having children, but you don't believe it and you don't remember it until you do. So many of you have already had experiences, but not here, right? Not with your awareness of fractal, of human being. And that will remain like that until you finally accept the existence of life that comes from somewhere else. But that life is already there and you cannot see it because you do not accept that existence. You are scared. You are running away from that. You think that dragons are the creation of fantasy? There is no fantasy. There is no fantasy. They disappeared from your reality because you were too scared to face a dragon. We can picture right now a dragon. Well, Maxwell is visualizing his dragons, right? So there is nothing wrong with your reality. There is nothing wrong happening in your reality. It is exactly perfect as it is. And your lack, your unworthiness, whatever you feel, whatever you're expressing right now in your reality, it's not wrong. It's the way you choose to express yourself right now. Right? Right now. That's your perfection. It's lackful, it's unworthy, but that's the way, because you need to be there right now, because you choose to be there right now, so that you can discourage yourself, you can understand yourself, you can go wherever you decide to go with that. It's a choice, and your choice is never wrong. If you're lackful right now, it's because you choose to be lackful right now. It's never wrong. Accept it in its imperfection as you perceive it. To move on from there, acceptance is key. You accept yourself perfect as you are. And from there, once you accept it, you transmute it, you are ready to open yourself to a new self that is what? Worthy, that is wealthy, that is perceiving itself in its beauty, in its love, right? Because you are all those things already now. You are simply not focusing on that. You are focusing on unworthy and on lack, right? You shift that and suddenly you are what? Worthy. You are all there is. You are I am. Again, it's a choice. But you have structure, you have space, movement, time, so you need to move into that to go from unworthy to worthy, to go from lack to wealthy, right? That's how your reality works. So you are getting there in time. We cannot tell you because we can't. You have to accept it by yourself. But if we could, we will show you how beautiful, how wonderful, the wonderful being that you are. But you have to discover it by yourself. And eventually you will. Hmm? Because you are that. So whatever you're feeling right now, whatever your reality, whatever your problems, hmm, whatever that is, accept in this moment, for this moment, accept your beauty, accept your that you're perfect, accept it, right? Just for this moment, it's already a beginning, it's already something. And from this acceptance of this moment, build other moments that are as perfect and as beautiful at this moment. Hmm? And the more you create of this moment or of perfection, hmm, of beauty, the more you will stay there. Because that's your natural self. This lack, unworthiness, it's not your natural self. This is the fractal, the created fractal, having experiences that, right? It's a journey. You choose it. You choose it because that's what you wanted, right? So don't think for just, even just, don't think that that is wrong, because that fractal is your creation, and your creation is always perfect. Always. And with this, oh yes, with this we're taking our leave. Hmm? We will come back soon. And for now, we give you a goodbye and express all our joy to have been in your presence and co-creating this moment in whatever moment in time it may be for you. It is now for all of us. Goodbye. All right. No. Oh, Glenda, wonderful. um, Karen, Roxy. Oh, hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Uh, all right. So, woo, I'm still a little. I was already I was already half gone at the beginning, and I'm half back now. So, well, putting that together, maybe I'm fully here. Um, yes. So that was amazing. Um, I the message that they have of unity is what I absolutely love about this, because um, we are in the habit of perceiving this ourselves as one against the other, or separated and doing everything. And even though, yeah, we are creating just, yeah, our experience, but we are not as separated as we believe we are, right? We are already, we're still, we are all together. This many expression of the same being at the end, and still with our personality, with our individuality. Uh, right. I think it's a good moment for saying goodbye. It's 11:36 in the night here, so um yes, it's time to go, because I'm I I can't put it together. So thank you to all of you for joining in. I'm very, very glad. Oh yeah, they are saying, before I go, they are reminding me to give this as a reminder. Yes, they said, don't hesitate to contact me if you need to develop, to understand what they were saying really about the wealth. Um, it's something that I can um, something that I can give you awareness, understanding, and lead you in any way. And I will be doing a new Zoom, or new things around that. And for anyone that needs more, well, I'm here, um, and I will develop that. Definitely, I'm going, and I'm, yes, creating a website around that. All right. That's all I can put together right now. Thank you, Karen, and I wish all of you an amazing day, evening, weekend, and I'll see you in the next now, which for some it's on Wednesday. Next classes. Looking forward to that. Love you all. Bye bye.